Professor Jack, the other day in your lecture, you mentioned that Plotagonia has a big problem. You mentioned something about it being well, you said, two-dimensional.
For far too long the people of Plotagonia have been disregarding nature as being in any sense divine. They have been feeling perfectly free to behave toward her as an overweening conqueror. Samir, we have been acting like we are supreme tyrants. Samir, take a good look at everything around you. What do you see?
I see a park filled with birch trees and green grass. I see walking paths that lead all over the park. I see a blue stream and a beautiful wooden bridge.
Is that all?
I see the sun in the blue sky filled with puffy white clouds. And the sun creates light from above, which causes patterns of light and shadow.
And, in the distance?
There is a bit of haze in the air, but I see a blue facade of buildings of the city beyond the park.
And, what do you hear?
I hear sounds of life in the city and crickets.
Samir, what if I told you that this was all an illusion?
An illusion? What do you mean?
Plotagonia is an artist's conception of reality. Something created in his, or her mind. The citizens of Plotagon are locked up in this two-dimensional world.
What? That's not possible.
It is possible. And, we seem to be trapped here. No way out.
No way out.
Let's see now. Jack's suggesting that the whole world's just like one big piece of art, one big drawing.
Professor Jack, I perceive a third dimension. There seems to be a kind of depth all around me.
Samir, I don't want to burst your bubble, but it's a total illusion. There is no park. It's all a big light show put on by our creators.
I don't know about all this. I need time to think.
Samir, let's go for a bus ride. I want to show you the outer limits of our two-dimensional surroundings.
Professor, I don't think I have ever been here before. I really like it here.
Most residents of Plotagonia call this the happy place. Yes, Samir, it's beautiful here. But, this Disneyland of sight and sound is also a two-dimensional concept of our creators.
No, that's not possible.
Look over there. See that strawberry next to the huge yellow flower?
That one over there?
Yeah, that's it, Samir. Here is the test. Try to get up and walk over to what we will refer to as Strawberry Hill. Go for it with all of your strength.
No problem, Professor Jack. I can't. I can't move. I am stuck. How come I never noticed this before?
You just never asked the right questions.
I feel kind of stupid.
Don't worry, Samir. I have something else to show you.
Wow, Professor Jack. This is incredible.
This command bridge, by my calculations, is our future. I think we can change the image behind me, allowing us to actually travel into outer space.
Really? Are you sure about this?
Nothing about this is for sure. Absolutely nothing. It's a theory, but a darn good one. Do you see how important this is?
I don't know, Professor Jack. This is a lot to take in at one time.
Samir, what's at stake here is our freedom. We need to free ourselves from being tethered to our creators. We must risk our very existence to be born in another time and space, a new universe where we will exist in 3 dimensions.
Might we die doing this?
Yes, Samir, we will be risking everything we have now, and everything we think we know. We will be challenged to find answers to questions we would never have imagined to ask before.
What are we going to have to do for this to happen?
We have to pilot this command center towards a black hole.
Oh my God. And, then what?
Please remember that this is still a theory. We need to fly into the black hole. This will be the most terrifying experience that any Plotagonian citizen has ever endured. To say the least, it will stretch our bravery and our minds.
Are we going to survive this odyssey? Is it worth it?
No risk, no gain. I, for one, don't want to remain stuck in this two-dimensional world.
So, what do you think would happen next? Won't the black hole just swallow us up?
No. At the event horizon we would have a moment or two where we could control time and space. This should offer us a portal into the third dimension. At that point, we may even be able to take control of the black hole's whole projection system and manufacture the information that would create our own reality. If we can pull this off, we would become the gods of our own universe.
Wow. So, we are all only existing in a simulation. Like the Matrix.
That's correct. And, I still need to convince the other Plotagonians of our mission. Dr. Drake, for instance, seems to be one hard egg to crack. He is stubborn, very set in his habitual ways.
Professor, now that you have shown me this, I'm not happy being in a two-dimensional world.
Yes, Samir. Together, we can make the happy place seem like our first window towards what is possible. Our creators pointed the way by leaving this command center. Together, we can re-enchant our existence in a new reality. Samir, are you with me?
Professor Jack, yes, I am.